Swordship, buddy! Coming in hot. Arcade time. Whoa, watch it. Watch yourself, fool. Arcade time. Arcade time. Games. Games in the arcade. Arcade games. Yes, welcome to my arcade, the insert coin 16-bit teg arcade, where we play games, like this one here. This is a game that I've been playing. Have a look at the game I've been playing. And that game is Swordship, an excellent little indie game that I've been playing for the last week or so, thoroughly enjoying it. Who'd have thought something so simple would be so enjoyable? Premise is, you are a ship captain travelling between post-apocalyptic cities where everything's Waterworld. It's basically a Kevin Costner movie without the need for paper or webbed feet. It's got some nice features to it. I like the fact that it's actually more of a puzzle game than it is an action game, although there is lots of blasting and explodings and stuff like that. You're basically trying to make your enemies destroy themselves, and you get trick points for doing it, and you get nice little third-person camera angles and cinematic views and all of that lovely jazz that makes things look even better than they are. Lots of varied enemies, lots of power-ups, lots of swearing when you die, because you'll die often, but just the right amount of challenge so that it feels satisfying when you do eventually manage to deliver your cargo. Essentially what you're doing is stealing cargo, deciding whether you give it to the people for more points or you keep it for yourself to get extra lives and power-ups. It's an interesting dichotomy, whether you're going to make bank or make better. Interesting. In the meantime, there's a lot of shiny things, there's a lot of explosions, there's patterns to memorise, there's baddies to get used to, and as you get used to them and get used to the baddies and the things that you use against the baddies, you get more prolific at the game. It's really simple. This is it. Doesn't really change from this. You get varied enemies, different types of things to worry about, different patterns to remember, but beyond that, it's all very sort of Twitch gaming. You've got to try and, not as in Twitch as in that, the evil purple streamer people. No. We're on YouTube, so we're not talking about the Twatch over there. We're talking about Twitch gaming, where you're reacting very quickly and trying to do things at high pace, high speed, to get the best reactions without perishing over and over again. You will perish over and over again, because Swordship is devilishly difficult. It likes to murder you, just like that. But when that does happen, and your extra lives have ran out, you'll get a nice little read-up, you'll get a total score, and it all feels very arcadey and very satisfying. So there you go, Swordship. A game for playing, if you want to. I mean, I've been playing it. I'm literally just saying that I've been playing it. I've unlocked stuff, I've upgraded, I've done all the things, and yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. Not bad. Well, that wasn't too bad. Not too bad. Let's go showcase over here where the sofas are. Yes. This sofa made of leather from the finest moo cows. Faux leather, so that Peter don't get angry with me. Anyway, this section is called One Good, One Bad, where each game is good and bad, and here's the bad one. 41 hours. I mean, I didn't know what I was going to think. I started playing it and I thought, first person, not bad, shooter. We've got some interesting stuff going on with cyborgs. We've got comic book cinematics, if you could call it that. That's basically how the story is delivered, through comic book panels. The game itself, I mean, besides the very loose everything, from the controls to the story to the map layout, the way that it feels a bit like an Unreal Engine store asset flip, the terrible shooting mechanics, the worst ADSing I've ever seen on anything ever, and the general lack of point. Nothing's really explained. You've got a cyborg girlfriend who disappears and appears at times. She can do stuff, but I don't know what it was. I didn't play it for long enough to find out. After literally 25 minutes of just randomly blasting people on a farm, I gave up. It's shit. So there you have it. 41 hours gets a big fuck you, because I don't like it. And you might like it, but if you do like it, then I fuck you, buddy. Fuck you and your opinions. Let's look at something good. And when I say good, I don't mean amazing. Bright memory, infinite bright memory, bright infinite memory. Memory bright infinite, whichever one it is. This game is made by one person. It was one of those Game Award games that came out and everyone went mad over the trailer. Anyway, since we realised it was made by one person, it's also their project of passion, and their passion seems to be scantily clad women's. Beyond that, we've got some very shiny stuff. The presentation of bright memory infinite brightly is actually really good. It's got some really high-end polish to everything. It looks fantastic. It's when you get down to the gameplay that it starts to let itself down slightly by just being a repetitive bullet sponge arcade shooter with melee and grapple hooks and swords and double jumping and sliding and climbing on wall climbing and all the things that you could think of that made any first-person shooter good. Infinite Brightly tried to put it all in at once, and it kind of works when you remember that it's all really made by one person. You'll forgive a lot of the hammy hackness. I mean, it's got cutscenes, it's got FMV, it's got everything. It's got all the good stuff in it, but none of it feels any more than a tech demo, and none of it really feels like it's any better than the worst effort from anyone else. That said, I don't want to downplay the fact that it was made by basically one dude. Like, let's appreciate the fact that he had us in a game fighting medieval guys with swords. And then we have a stealth section where we have blades. We're like a magic super soldier who can do all sorts of augmented reality stuff. We've got tech weapons, but we're fighting what is essentially Japanese gods with swords in a fight where a shotgun doesn't necessarily defeat a sword. Nothing makes sense, but that's fine. I kind of enjoyed the fact that nothing makes sense. It's a nonsensical game, but enjoyable and much better than 41 hours. So I didn't mind playing this one at all. Definitely put more than 20 minutes into it. I'd say I probably played about 4 hours, which means it got my attention enough for me to not want to instantly lob it out the window, which is good. That's a good thing. Yes, excellent stuff indeed. Very good indeed. Look, guys, very good. Very good. So there we have it. One episode down, one episode in. I hope you enjoyed it. See us next time for more episodes and more games in the arcade. Goodbye. Bye bye bye. And don't forget to like and subscribe, you lovely, lovely people.